All right, so we only have two chapters left. This one on angles, and then the next one on financial literacy, and then we're done the whole course. We start EQAO and exam review. Yeah, so we are ahead of schedule, so it's really nice. Notice how thin this package is. Yeah, so expect a test next week. They're early. There's no second part. Yeah. Okay, so this is all only about angles. So in grade 7 and 8, you guys dealt with angles inside a triangle. So that's what we're going to refresh our memory on today. And then if you look on page 2, it's circles. So it mainly, this chapter mainly focuses on the circle properties. And that's really it. It's all about angles only, not much more. I can't make it more complicated. Okay, so just going over some triangle properties that you guys already know. When all three sides are unequal, what is it called? Scalene, right? Um, what else can you say about the angles in a scalene triangle? Yep, they're also not equal. Okay, in a so nothing is equal in a scalene triangle. When two sides and two angles are equal, it's the isosceles. Now, some people do mix it up and think in an isosceles triangle, they know two angles are equal, but make sure you don't choose the wrong two. Okay, it's the two that have the same length. So the bottom of the two that have the same length. Okay, equilateral, as the name suggests, that means that all three sides are equal. What are each angle in an equilateral triangle? What are each angle in an equilateral triangle? Let's see. Next one? 60, right? Because in a triangle, you all know that it adds up to 180. So if they're all equal, divided by 3, that means each angle is 60 degrees. Okay, acute angle means that all three angles are less than 90 degrees. Right angle means that you have one 90-degree angle, and then obtuse angle means that you have an angle that's more than 90. In a triangle, can you have two obtuse angles? Is it possible to have a triangle with two obtuse angles? Noel? No, right. So you only need one obtuse angle to make it an obtuse triangle. However, for the acute, you have to have all three angles acute. Okay, so these could be some of the multiple choice communication questions that I could ask on the test. Okay, now, other than triangles, we need to know these properties. You need to know the names, the formal names for these. Okay, when a straight line adds up to 180 degrees, what is this angle called? Not straight angle. Straight angle is just the easy name. We gave it that name. There's a formal name. Who knows the formal name? It also starts with the S. Supplementary. Okay. So on the test, supplementary. ARY, right? Okay, so on the test, you can't be saying I'm picky, because I'm telling you I want these formal names. Alright. So supplementary means that the two angles on a straight line adds up to 180 degrees. What about this one? What is this property called? When these two angles across from each other are equal? What are these angles called? Alright, the formal name for it, opposite. Okay, so opposite angles are equal. Okay, and then this one, there's no formal name for this one where all three angles add up to 180, so we'll just say sum of angles in a triangle. So sum of angles in a triangle. Okay. Other than triangle, the other shape that you will see most often is the quadrilateral. So how many equal triangles do you see in a quadrilateral? How many equal triangles? is in this quadrilateral? Fujian? 2, right? So 180 times 2, that's why it equals to 360. Okay, and so same thing. If in a pentagon, in a regular pentagon, how many equal triangles can you draw in a pentagon? You can draw 3, and so you do 180 times 3. That's how you get the sum of that shape. Okay? There's actually a formula. I can go over that with you guys. For sum of triangle is sum of angles. I won't test you guys on this. It was on the curriculum before, but they took it out. Sum of angles in a regular polygon. It's n times n minus, no, 180 times n minus 2 divided by n. 180 degrees times n minus 2. And then for each, and then if you want to find how much each angle is, then the formula is 180 times n minus 2 divided by n. So I just have to teach you guys that, since you guys are the gifted class. But you won't see this on the test, but it's good to know, like especially when you do a contest. Right? They do ask this in contests. So for example, if you have a 10-sided polygon, then the sum of the angles will be 180 times 8. And then if you want to find out how much each angle is, then you divide it by 10. Okay. This one, Z pattern. What is the formal name for a Z pattern? Aaron, formal name for a Z pattern? What do you call it? I could ask you on the test. Alternate angles. Just alternate is fine. Okay. You can have a forward set and a backward set. Don't forget. Okay. F pattern. What's the formal name for the F pattern? Aiden. Corresponding angles. How many F do you see in this diagram? Aiden? Think again. In the overall diagram, how many F do you see? Yes, you are missing something. Hey, Trinik, how many F do you see? 4, right. You have this forward F, backward F, upside down F, and upside down backward F. So there's 4 pair. And the angles that the F makes are equal. Okay. Last one, the C pattern. Okay. What's the formal name for the C pattern? Lexi? Right, because we can all read it on the sheet. Okay. But be careful, co-interior angles. They're not equal like these ones. All right. They add up to 180. Okay. Co-interior angles means that they add up to 180. It's not enough to say interior angles on the test. I've seen so many people write interior angle. Right? Interior angles could mean this, could mean this. All right. It's the co-interior. That's why C or co. Okay. When can I apply these angle properties? There's under one circumstances. Ryan. They have to be parallel lines. Notice these arrows right here. It means that they're parallel lines. If they're not parallel lines, none of this works. Okay. So that's just a nice little refresher about it. Okay, just to do one example, let's just do this one example right here. Okay, I just want to do this on page 5. Okay, so obviously in grade 8, you guys did tons of these where I give you one angle and you have to find the other angle. Now, in grade 9, we just add a small little twist to it. Instead of just telling you the number, we give you an algebraic expression. But idea is the same. All right, so x plus 30 plus x minus 10, what should that add up to? All right, I don't know if you guys can see this little square right here. So it means that it equals 90 degrees. So doing algebra, yes, algebra is coming back. We've been working on it since chapter 4. So add up the x, collect the numbers. So 2x plus 20 equals 90. So now you know why I focus so much on the algebra, because it keeps coming back. Move that 20 over, so 2x equals 70. And then when you divide it by 2, x equals 35. Now, what's my unit here? Shrenik? Is it degrees? 10Z? What are we? I got the answer x equals 35. What's my unit? Phone? Okay, it also says degrees. Anybody else have a different answer? Not radian. We don't do radian anymore. Okay, you all think degrees? There isn't a unit. Okay, you're solving for the value of x. So in this case, it's just a 35. Okay. Yes. I gotta find some questions where you guys will get it wrong. You have this on in front of you. Okay, so that's that's what I wanted to go over. Yeah, so for the rest of the class, if you guys can just work on page 3, 4, and 5, and then tomorrow we do circles.